Negus. I want to talk to y'all real quick. This one here is going to be about the quote-unquote fifth dimension. Before I get into it, if you're new here, my name is Ace Maceo, the Divine One. I am a Chaos Magus, Chaos Shaman, meaning I am open to and I work with multiple magical systems as well as spiritual practices and spirits. So in interfacing with these spirits, recently, today I reached a point where I truly understand one of the lessons they've been trying to teach me. And that lesson has been one of submission. Submission in the sense of going with the flow, the ebb and flow of life. As the Christians say, letting Jesus take the wheel. Or as I'd say, it's in spirit's hands. But this submission is truly the essence of the spiritual work. What we're dealing with here is the release of control, the release of the ego. And the ego is a tricky one because it doesn't die. You may have heard of the term ego death before, but if you've experienced ego death, especially off of psilocybin, the magic mushies, then you know the ego has a way of coming back, building itself back up, reformed, renew, which there's nothing wrong with. Because I'd say the goal is you want to get your ego on board with your soul, which is spirit, so that in a way your ego is doing the work for you. And we're definitely going to talk more about the magic mushies here on the future, but I want to say they are not needed. But they do have a definite, for sure, ego loss. If you're tripping, that is. But see, on these trips, understand the whole game that's going on at play that I've picked up on in my trips is the battle with you, with yourself. Because see, the only bad trip that I've had was one where I kept trying to hold on to the ego. Or a better word was attachments that were being brought up. But as soon as I just submitted and let go and got into a state of acceptance, breakthroughs. This same thing happens in real life. The sober world, I'll call it. Now, in the day-to-day spiritual journey, this is what that acceptance and submission looks like. Let me ask you this question. Wherever you are in life, I don't care what's going on, are you still wanting more? Are you still wanting more? Second question, are you thankful for what you already have? Are you thankful for what already is? If you are wanting more, but not thankful for what already is, even as little as it may be, or as grand, if you're not thankful already, you're not getting more. And this is why. If your world is your reflection, which it is, as above, so below, how can you manifest abundance if you yourself do not already feel abundant? Because it is in that abundance that you no longer want. And the key to that is gratitude. This is an energy, like becoming genuinely thankful. Thankful to be alive, to exist, to have five senses, to see, to hear, to taste. I know y'all love food. Shout out the ancients, they love incense. I learned the other day that smell, third eye. Smell is the sense that goes straight to the third eye. But thankful for knowledge. Thankful for random facts. You never know when you might need them. Shit, the other day, I live here in the Midwest and we're going through this polar season, right? So it's -2 degrees outside. I stepped outside and was like, see, that shit was bad. Like, that shit made me realize, I was like, see, this is that shit that had the ancients doing rituals to the sun. Of course, there's many more levels to it. But the sun, G, real gratitude. Bro was burning my ass in the summer. Should have been grateful. But then I started thinking about, shit, the ancients had that. Shit, we, in the modern day, shit, we got the crib. Yeah, they had campfire, prior fireplace. Gee, we got electric heaters, insulated walls. So thankful for that. As well, thankful for those that came before that evolved us up into this point, who did the work in the past, making it easier for us. As we too do the work now, make it easier for those who come after us. But see, thankful for spirit, for always coming through. Now see, didn't I say this video is going to be about the fifth dimension? I want y'all to understand this is a consciousness, which my whole spiritual journey I haven't prescribed to. Like I would see posts talking about 5D, love, happiness, then so on. But all took it up to like be this new age shit. But today, too many confirmations on this what is really being said when people say fifth dimension? Being a 5D, being a fifth dimensional being. So Spirit brought this post into my awareness. And even looking at it now, because see here, I want y'all to understand. When I do these vids, I just come on here and go. Especially with these TikToks. Spirit said do a video. I see the current. I go with the flow. So when I saw this post earlier, right before I was watching a video, you just shifted into 5D money consciousness. Definitely go watch because he goes over some very core things like gratitude, letting go, etc. Not focusing on lack. So when I seen this post right after, what it made me think of was my shroom trips and how that state of acceptance, just being like, you know what, everything is good, everything gonna be straight, and really seeping into that. Honestly, everything 5D and above in the soul slash higher self. Now, in my case, still something I just hit the 5D mark. In case if we were going off this scale, which is actually a profound synchronicity with this post because I keep seeing this teal color, not blue. No, this teal specifically I've been seeing. But from physical body, you read the contents of that to fourth density existence and up. That's literally the spiritual journey. This third density existence, this is literally these matrix babies, which I call bots, NPCs, base level human consciousness, matrix consciousness. Now, if you was to ask someone, who are you? What are you? Right? First things first in spirituality, understand you are not your body. The next question is, are you human? Are you alien? We had those times. I remember we was big back on Anunnaki back in the day. Actually, still shout out Anunnaki. Then you reptilian. Then you got spirit and essence. This would be the division or the many different fractals of energies in what we call spirits, entities, deities. The understanding of you are a spirit in a body. This would be like the Gnostic level. You're getting into like the Matrix and Neo. Getting out of the Matrix consciously, not physically. I hope y'all know getting out of the Matrix is not a physical concept. It's getting out of your own limitations, as well as the programs that's been propagated on you through not just this lifetime, but generations. But once you take that red pill, that's your spirit slash essence bag. Human being, I'll say that's when you're like quote unquote conscious. Physical body, you're a matrix baby. Soul slash higher self, I don't have a name for a group because I don't know uh, who is who in their where they're at in their journey. Everyone's at different levels, but it's a process. Understand? It's a process. Y'all getting to the same destination, which is the all. Y'all be like source, the everything, becoming one with quote unquote God. I want y'all to understand this is not a level of things of being higher at all. No, this is not matters being higher or lower. This is simply levels of understanding. Like how many entendres can you get in? If it's happening in the matrix, there's also something happening in the spirit world. It's just a matter of how do you see it? And what I'm here to tell you, Neo, after you took the red pill and got all this consciousness and this awareness, I hope you've been in the white void practicing, doing exercises, applying the knowledge. This next red pill, the true red pill is that you choose. In the Matrix, they said Neo was the architect, right? He built the Matrix. Spoilers. Now, in him being the creator of a world, technically, does that not make him a god? In my book, if you're creating worlds, whether big or small, you're a god. Simple. But it's that understanding of you make the choice, you decide what happens. That's the real red pill. But that is a level of consciousness, level of awareness. Now, if you're not trying to take shrooms or want a method to help with this, I'm not going to call it spiritual ascension. I call it ego dissolution. Getting in sync with spirit and going with the flow of life. I want you to use these tarot cards, the Ace of Wands for getting in sync, and the Fool for acceptance and getting in the flow, going with the flow. Use these like sigils, scry into them, or you can pathwork them. Visualize yourself with a wand. We'll definitely touch on more about that one later, as well as visualize yourself as the Fool, using the elements of the cards. You do these practices, they're going to reprogram your subconscious, in effect making your ego work in your favor or more aligned. Or keep scrolling, But see,